Let's get busy with Tunisia! What's going on, guys? Literally, I'm here with my boy Jakey Jake.
Hello.
And we are going to discuss the match with England versus
Tunisia.
Tunisia. So basically, we're going to go in with a little vlog, and we're going to discuss the match that's just literally finished about a minute ago. So we're going to go through the squad.
Yep.
We're going to go through started. We're going to go through the way they play. Listen. We're going to go through everything. We're going to go through everything. I'm with Jakey Jake, and this is my World Cup, we're bringing it home vlog! Right, guys, listen up. So, we're going to go through the squad. We've just won the game. Amazing. Boys, we won the game. That's an England win. But what we're going to do is we're going to go through the game. But first of all, we need to start where it all began at the beginning. So, we're going to go through the squad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Pickford in goal. Didn't have much to do, I don't think.
Well, I mean, yeah, the starting, it's the formation first, isn't it?
Okay, the formation. So we're what, 3 at the back?
We're going 3 at the back and then 5-2. 3-5-2.
What I said to you at the beginning of the game, though, that I wasn't happy about having 3 at the back. Anytime you've got 3 guys at the back, you can be exploited, you can be broken down. Get that in there. You can get broken down.
Yeah.
I mean, it's worrying times. Like, if you talk about 3 at the back, we're talking as soon as we get to the latter stages and we start playing against like Germany and Brazil and Portugal and all those teams, they're going to exploit us.
Well, I think that I can totally identify and reason with Gareth Southgate in his decision to go 3 at the back. The 3-5-2 formation for me is a suitable thing because we've seen Man City just win the league with it in the Premier League. With a lot of the English players, you've got Carl Walker in there, you've got Delph in there, you've got Sterling in there. There's a lot of players in there that are playing on the England squad right now. That
Okay.
So I don't have any issue with the 3-5-2 formation. I think, to be honest, any formation really that England put out there, it should be good enough, innit?
I mean, like, I'm not gonna lie, I was like way nervous about having 3 at the back, but you know what? It worked out. We got the game. However, moving on to the midfield 5, we had Dele Alli, we had Henderson.
Well, we had Dele Alli, Henderson, Lingard, and then we had on the left, which were always they were working as sort of like wing backs. Ashley Young on the left, and then we had Kieran Trippier on the right.
Trippier, in my opinion, played really great today.
I think
we'll get onto the ratings.
But I think what a bad decision was Ashley Young, and the reason why I say this is because I love picking a player on form for a national side, innit? And I would never go against that. But my issue is with Young is that he's played at Man United and he's had one good season. This one good season for the last season that he's had. Yeah. And previous to that, it goes back to Villa when he was actually playing decent football. Also, but previous to that season, he's never been a left back.
It's not. Yeah, and you know what? That raises the question actually, because at Villa, he was always a left winger, and like, if there's Villa fans out there, honestly, like, if you ever know Ashley Young, he dart up that wing, but he was always a cutting guy. Yeah. But when you're at left back and you're quite old now, I don't feel like you can push up that wing as much.
33.
He's pushing 30s now. You can't push up that wing. Yeah. So like, it's a bit of a risk. I probably would have played Danny Rose. Not gonna lie to you, I think you agree with that as
Absolutely.
well.
Absolutely,
Danny Rose is a standout guy, brilliant.
I know he's had his issues quite recently with like
mental
wages and mental health, and he might have not had the best season in this past season, but at 4, 5, 6 years previous to this, he's had quality beyond belief. I think he's one of the best left backs in a Premier
he
League.
should have played today.
Not just English.
Going into the Panama game though, he has to at least experiment and put him on there just to see if there's a difference between Ashley Young.
Yeah.
And but anyway, moving to the strikers, we had Harry Kane up front and we had Sterling up front.
Yeah.
Now, in my opinion, like, you probably won't agree, Harry Kane didn't really have a sniff of the ball. He had 2 shots and he had 2 goals. But the 2 goals were what counted that won the game. You know what I mean? Like, that won the game. So but Sterling, a few in and out touches. I would you know what I mean?
Yeah, Sterling was a disappointment, man. He was absolutely a disappointment. And I think the most disappointing thing for me was the fact that he was given free rein in Man City, pretty much. He was playing towards the right, but he was given permission to do pretty much whatever he wanted, and it seemed that way.
It seemed like he tried to do that with
in England. I think Gareth Southgate, because of his form and because of the season that he had previously, I think he almost was given that rein, but he just couldn't get together.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's a question of. I mean, you look at Man City's squad. You know, they got players in there.
Look at the quality of the Man City squad.
I mean, De Bruyne.
I mean, if you watch the Belgium game earlier, the man is incredible.
Yeah.
When you've got that kind of support, you can have free reign. But when you're playing with England, you've got to play substandard football, which is a funny one. But we're gonna move on to the actual game now. We've had our say on the formation and whatnot. I wouldn't have gone with the 3-5-2, but it worked tonight. We got the win, luckily.
Just to clarify, I would have gone for the 3-5-2. The only changes I would have made was Ashley Young at the left back, replaced by Danny Rose.
Okay.
I would have pulled Kyle Walker out to Kieran Trippier's role, even though Kieran Trippier he was the man of the match for me.
I reckon.
But then pulled in a more experienced centre back. I'd have played Cahill above
Maguire
all day long.
We're gonna get onto Maguire.
Yeah, all day long. But the rest of the midfield, I'm pretty satisfied with.
Okay.
Yeah, so,
should we talk about the defence then, and should we go into a little bit more detail about the defence? Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Right, let's do that. So, what are you talking about? We're gonna go player ratings. Okay. Right, Jordan Pickford.
I think
Jordan. He's Jordan.
Yeah.
I didn't even know the name.
This guy.
Jordan Pickford.
Jordan Pickford. I think he had a solid game.
It didn't do anything.
Exactly.
Didn't do anything.
Only one thing.
And you know the funny thing is,
penalty.
yeah, and
he was
nearly
really
saved it. He nearly saved it.
He was so close to saving that, and he even said it as he was diving. After he finished his dive, he looked at the lads and he was like,
"You're so close." Anyway, Jordan Pickford. I'll give him a standard 8 out of 10, only because he had to stand there. He could have had a nap.
8 out of 10.
He could have had a nap. 8 out of 10. Yeah. Maguire.
You see, now this is a difficult one, man. Dane was just absolutely ruining him all game, man. He
did not enjoy his football one stinking bit.
Yeah.
Literally, the guy has got no international experience. Okay, he's got no international experience. They've thrown him into a World Cup game. In fact, they've not even thrown him into a World Cup game. They've put him on the plane and be like, right, you're coming to Russia. You're coming to play the game. He seemed nervous, and in my opinion, nerves will cost you a game. There was a point in the game when he tried to switch the ball over from the left to the right, and it was intercepted by one of the Tunisians, and luckily the guy fell over. But if it could against Germany, Brazil, Argentina, better opposition, bang, that's going into the net, and we lose.
It's hard for me with Maguire because I think he actually did perform well. Like, say for example, in the air, like he won really key headers. He did win key headers at corners and stuff like this because I was
set pieces.
Yeah.
So you're saying set pieces? He was good. He was
headers.
Decent. However, his open play. He seemed so nervous with his open play.
I think he's been asked by Gareth Southgate to play ball playing, a ball playing defender.
You know what?
And
the thing is, though,
it shouldn't be expected of him because that's not expected at his club. So I think it's a really poor rating.
I would so we're gonna go for the rating on Maguire. I'm gonna give him a 4.5 out of 10 because I just don't think he's got it yet. I think maybe in a few years he will have it, but right now I don't think he's got it.
I don't think we should go for the points. I think we should go straight up. I think between there, that rounds up to 5. I think that's a 5.
Okay, a 5 out of 10 for Maguire.
Yeah.
Right, going on to Dele. No, to Dele.
Still centre backs. John Stones.
We'll go John Stones. You didn't see much of him, to be fair.
Not at all.
You know, the thing is, though, I always think if you don't see someone in a game, then they've had a decent game. If you can't comment and say, like, I didn't really see much of him, we won the game, I think I'd straight up give him a score. I think I'd have to give him like a 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10.
7 out of 10, straight up.
It's just very little.
Carl Walker.
Really.
Now, I feel sorry for Carl Walker. Because, go on, you tell them what you thought during the game.
Well, I mean, again...
Tell them about the Man City and...
Yeah, I just feel like... I was saying, actually, in the game, I actually genuinely believe Carl Walker is one of the most talented players we have in the whole entire squad. And I still stick by that, regardless of the penalty. I think with the penalty, he's been played out of position. He's been played at centre back.
Insane.
And you know, there's a cross that's come in where he wouldn't be involved in usually.
No. He'd be the one receiving it, coming out to the right. If it comes out, he bangs it to the right.
Or following up the winger on the back that's coming in. And so he's left to dealt with this in the centre of the box. And I don't know whether you guys noticed this, but he was drawn out of position because Stones was playing in the centre, but then somehow it switched. Maybe that was like because of the play that was going on. Which is fair enough.
I think the penalty was tame. I think he's literally tried to turn the ball, and as he's tried to turn it to like put it out onto the left, he's turned around and his elbows hit the player. But that's coming from an England point of view.
I did, yeah, but I'm an England fan. I'm a massive England fan, but I agree that that's a penalty. I think it's a penalty.
You thought it was a penalty.
I think it's a penalty.
And then Tunisia score and we go 1-1. And you know, England fans, you need to know that you can't just slate the guy because he gave away a penalty. It's one of those things, you know what I mean?
He had a cracking game.
It was a good game. He had a really solid game. Yeah. So rating for him.
I would go. I mean, it's barring the penalty, but I don't know whether you can bar the penalty.
Okay, so
with the penalty involved, I'll give him a 7 out of 10.
A 7 out of 10. I'm going to go for a 7.5 because I think other than the penalty incident, he had a solid game. He supported his 3-man defence.
There was a lot of balls as well that he played forward.
He played a lot of balls forward. So I'm going to go for a 7.5 out of 10. But we're going to move on to the midfield. Yeah. So let's do this again.
No, you're missing a centre-back, mate.
Who's the centre-back? No, we did the 3 defenders.
Tell me who.
We did Maguire.
Yeah.
We did John Stones. And we did
my bad.
Carl Walker.
My bad.
See, this guy don't know football. Should we put this in the blooper reel or what?
You know what it is? No. It's because Carl Walker ain't a centre back.
You know what I'm saying? Right, we're gonna move on to the midfield.
Okay.
Midfield. Talk to me about Ashley Young.
Oh jeez.
Talk to me about Ashley Young.
I don't want to start.
Now I like Ashley Young because I'm a Villa fan, and I like the way he plays. But you talk to me about Ashley Young and you tell me your feelings on him.
You know, I don't believe. Because he's had one good season at Man United, I mentioned it previously, I don't think that should give him a start in the England side facing a World Cup. He's not left-footed, for one. He's played one season as a left-back. And fair enough, I would admit, he's played brilliantly this season at Man United. I'm not going to argue the fact. But then you've got Danny Rose, who's had a little bit of an off-season, but previous to that, he's had like 4 or 5... Okay, yeah, I'm not getting into that, but yeah. Ashley Young, he lost the ball far too many times.
In my opinion, Ashley Young was way too old school for me. Way too old school England. Slowing the game down, throwing it back to the keeper, trying to make little passes,
But his trouble is because he's right-footed, he's got no left foot.
Yeah,
we'd seen it where there was a point where like the ball trickled out to him. Right on the left foot, and it was perfect for a left-footed cross. But he couldn't deliver because there's no left foot on him. He's completely right-footed, and that's why he has to cut back, and that slows down the game. It slows down the game massively.
Yeah.
I think that's no fault of his own, but he gets a poor player rating for me. I think.
Give me a rating then.
Honestly, for me, Ashley Young, I didn't see him make a tackle in the game. He had one good cross with the corner, and I can't argue with that. That gave us the first goal. I'd give him a 6 out of 10.
It's a rookie score, man. Because I'm a Villa fan. I'm gonna stay humble to Ashley. You know, like I said to your man here, Jakey Jake, before the corner today. I said he's a whipper guy. He's a whipper guy. You know what I mean? And when that corner came, I was like, whip it! I was like, whip it! And he whipped it, and we managed to get a goal. And you know what? He's capable of doing that, but everyone's gonna contemplate that cut in. That like tip cut in and cross. So what we got to think is like, is he the kind of guy that's like capable of running up the wing and whipping in with his left and his right, or cutting in. So if I was going to give him a rating, I'd give him a solid 7.
Jesus.
That's only because he's ex-Villa. That's only because he's ex-Villa. He's Albion, I'm Villa. So
regardless of whether he used to play for Villa,
solid 7 for me.
I think I was generous giving him a 6.
Okay, well I'm going to give him a solid 7 because he assisted the goal. That's it.
I'm an England fan.
I'm an England fan, and we got the goal, baby. So that's why I'm going to give him a solid 7, just because of that one reason. Moving on, we're going to go on to.
So what is it? 6.5. I gave him a 6.
Okay, so we're giving him a 6.5. 6.5. Let's do this. Rate him or slate him. 6.5. We're rating him. We're rating him. We're rating him. Right, we're gonna move on to.
So in the midfield.
Let's move over to Trippier.
Okay. Yeah.
Amazing. Bang. You know what? All-round player, in my opinion. All-round player.
Yeah.
He was keen. He was hungry. He moved in.
Yeah.
He just wanted to get the game flowing all the time.
Yeah.
Anytime there was a free kick, set piece, he was there, taking the corners on the right-hand side. Amazing.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go straight in for the score.
Go on.
I'm gonna give him a straight 8.3.
I'm not sure about his points. I don't know where you get his points from.
You can't give rookie scores 8.3. It's close to 8.5. You know what I mean? Like, I'm the rate must let him go, man. So I do. Can't give rookie scores out.
Yeah,
man.
I'd give him an 8.
Okay, an 8.3, 8. Yeah. He played well. Little room for improvement. You know what I mean? But moving on, we'll go on to Henderson. That shot in the first half. That was
good. He was good to.
I liked it.
I mean, beyond that shot was nice.
If that had gone in.
Beyond that, I think he was really good.
Solid.
I think
straight
solid is your perfect
held
word.
his ground.
He was reliable.
Made sure the ball was going out left and going out right and going through the middle. Amazing.
I don't see any key tackles that he made. And versus Dyer, maybe that might be an argument in the future. But he did nothing. He was perfect. He spread it out wide.
Yep.
He was always moving. You'd see him down the wing sometimes, like down the left wing, and I was like, Henderson, what are you doing there? But he wants it.
Yeah, he wants it.
Hungry. Yeah.
Hungry.
I think this is what we're talking about. Is about, like, I know Kane's captain.
Yeah.
Henderson's captain of Liverpool, and they just got into the Champions League final.
Exactly.
Do you know?
Exactly.
And he's had the most tremendous season, I think, truly out of any other player on the pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think he had not a tremendous game. He didn't do anything special tonight, but he did everything right.
He did, yeah. No, I concur with that.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
If you, like I said to you earlier, when you don't see a player, if you don't think about that player at the end of the game and you come out with a win, then they've done well. They've done decent. Yeah. So, what's your score?
I think a solid 8.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to go for a solid 8 as well. Yeah. So, you know what? That's 8 out of 10. Right, moving on to Dele Alli. We'll be quick with Dele Alli because I thought he was.
Yeah, you know what? Can I say
something?
Go on.
England came out the first 6 to 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Booming down the wing. Like we could have been 2-0 up in 6 minutes.
And you know what?
And it was all down to Dele Alli's movements and the way he was playing.
He
was
inside
balls, outside ball.
In a lot of those moves. He was
straight up.
He was absolutely instrumental in a lot of those moves.
It was a shame he came after me
but only towards the very late
towards the last stages of the game.
But I think even after that, because I mean we're talking about the first 15, 20 minutes where we were going on that massive stint. And you know what? If that had continued throughout the game, I'd probably give him a 10 out of 10. But
he played well.
It
slowed down.
Yeah, it slowed down.
It trickled down. And that's what happened with England in the second half. They just slowed down.
Yeah.
Score. Bear in mind he came off as well. 7.8. Pushing towards
No, I'd say 7.
7?
7.
Right, we're going to go for a solid 7 for Dele Alli.
Yeah.
And then we finally move on to
Lingard. Difficult on and off, man.
Right,
I thought he was so good.
Right, here's my say. Okay, so
hard.
Lingard has been an absolute monster for Man United over the past year.
Yeah.
The past season, he's played so well. I was so happy when I found out he was going to Russia. Because you know what? He's been playing well. He's a great player. Scores for Man United. Tonight, I think he was a bit come see, come saw to my French fans. Put a little French flag there.
Yeah.
He was a bit come see, come saw. And if I'm honest, they could have subbed him earlier.
You see, I always struggle with this because it's weird, and I'll tell you why. Is because Lingard missed 2 beautiful chances. We were in the first 20 minutes or so. You know, there was the first opportunity where he played it far too close to the keeper. Keeper got the defender got a touch, and then the keeper got a touch, and that was that. And then there was a time also after that when the ball was played to the back post, and there was just no produce in, like, so he just totally scuffed it. But I did think he was always active. He was always quick. He was always looking to spear attacking moves. I appreciated everything that he did, although there was little end product. But I don't know. I think
Jesse Lingard, the score out of 10.
7.
A 7.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to concur, and I'm going to say 7 as well. We're moving on to the strikers. Right, strikers. But firstly, we're running out of light here. As you can see, we're running out of light. We've had the people rig it up so that we've got a little bit of light, but we need to make this quick. Yeah. So we're going on to strikers. Yeah. We're talking Daniel. We're talking Raheem.
Daniel what?
I was going to say
Daniel Sturridge.
I was going to say Daniel Sturridge. I can't believe it.
Long gone, mate. I hope not.
All right, we're talking Raheem Sterling.
Yeah.
I thought he was a bit quiet.
He was completely quiet.
Very quiet tonight. For someone who's such a player who's got a lot of flair with Man City and whatnot, I thought he was very quiet.
Yeah, I think he was just muscled out on a lot of
the people knew what he was going to do. They knew how he was going to approach a game. I thought he was quiet.
Yeah. It's a shame because the thing is
Sterling, go on.
I was going to say it's a shame because we've seen him do it so many times with Man City, and he scored so many goals past season. But again, he's never done it for England.
No, he's never.
And even in the warm-up games, you know what? To be fair, he did boss one half of a warm-up game or something. It might have been
Serbia. We always play Serbia and Montenegro.
But all right,
sorry, man.
But he was impressive in that game. But apart from that, he's never scored, which has always been his record at Man City. Yeah. He hasn't done that in England, and he fails to do it every
I've
time,
personally got nothing to say about Sterling, because I don't think he performed that well tonight. But we're going to give him a ranking anyway. So what's your score?
6.
A 6? I'm gonna say 6
or
as well,
even a 5?
Yeah, maybe a 5.5.
I think maybe even a 5.
Should we give him a 5.5? We'll be nice to him because we won the game. We won the game, baby.
Yeah.
Listen, we'll give him a nice score. Harry Kane! Right, in my opinion...
This guy. Hang on, before the game, he was like, I hate Harry Kane, man.
He
can't deliver.
I was just about to say, I'm not a massive fan of England Harry Kane. Right, let me have my word on it.
Oh, absolutely.
So basically, Harry Kane, in and out player for Spurs, always scores goals, golden boots. Oh, look at me, I've got a golden boot on my boot, you know what I mean, that golden boot. However, the man doesn't really perform for England. So, at the beginning of the game, I was like...
Well, he's had one tournament, and he flopped, absolutely flopped at that tournament.
Well, exactly, that's exactly my point. So, I was like, I'm not rating Harry Kane that much, and I was like, he needs to prove me wrong.
Yeah.
So, the man comes on, doesn't get assisted by Sterling, doesn't get assisted by the midfield, doesn't get any assistance by anyone else. But we need to add Ruben Loftus-Cheek, and we need to put Rashford into the mixer now instead of giving them a rating. They came on.
I disagree. I think they need a rating.
All right, we're going to talk about them now. We're going to talk about them.
No, I think you need to finish about Harry Kane.
Okay, so Kane proved me wrong. He scored 2 goals, 2 shots.
I think you're worried about talking about Harry Kane too much because he didn't like it. Well, listen,
2 shots, 2 goals.
He was given 2 opportunities, and that's the basic. As a centre forward, as a number 9 in any team, you take what chances you're given, and he was given 2 chances and he buried both of them.
Right. Harry Kane then, you know what, he proved me wrong tonight. He scored the goals that won us the game. Hallelujah, because you know what, right, my heart, man. My heart. Right, you give me Harry Kane's score.
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. Man, the boy's getting 10 out of 10 for me, man. 10 out of 10.
I'd agree
Harry
with
Kane, baby!
I'm happy with that.
Yes, I'm giving him 10 out of 10. I was the biggest Kane hater, but I'm giving him 10 out of 10 because the boy... He won the game.
I'm happy with that.
Right?
Yeah, man.
Right, Rashford and Ruben Loftus-Cheek came on. Jakey Jake is the biggest Ruben Loftus-Cheek fan you'll ever meet in your life.
I'm gonna have to talk for a second. You have
talk
to give
away,
him,
man. Right. I'm gonna walk away. I'm gonna walk away and let him talk.
Listen. Ruben Loftus-Cheek is, I think for me, one of the best prospects of English talent that we have had in many a time. We had a friendly with Germany just going back a few months ago, and we drew with them. These are the world champions, and Loftus-Cheek got man of the match and absolutely bossed the game. I mean, if you ever want to go back onto YouTube and watch his performance in that, then please do it, because I think it's superb. And I think this guy, and I think you know, my argument is that if Gareth Southgate is going to try out these guys, right, and they perform, and they don't get starts, then why are you doing it? What's the point? I mean, how much more proof do you need that a player is ready when they're up against the World Cup champions and he gets man of the match and he absolutely bosses the game?
Okay, right.
Okay. You know.
So my say is like when I was showed this video from Jakey over here, I was showing the video. I was a little bit skeptical about the way he plays, and like I know he's a young guy, but I know they're hungry. But he came on tonight. And boy, did he make a change, man, in the game.
Straight away.
Him and Rashford both, like, we got to put them both into the mixer. Yeah. Like, I feel like Ruben came on with Rashford, and they completely changed the dynamics of the game.
Yeah.
Like, there was a little bit more urgency with England. You don't get a lot of urgency with England when they go flat, and they were going flat. They were like a deflated ball, and then when they came on, they started honestly, right, I'm going to go in with my ratings for them.
Yeah.
Ruben, 8.7, just for that he's standing like coming in.
It's weird, isn't it? Because if he'd have done everything that he'd have done for a whole game, then it would have been like a 9 or a 10.
For the little time he was on, I'm going to give him an 8.7. He changed it. Rashford as well, same 8.7. They came on, they changed the game. They were like in the mix, they were in the box, throwing balls in left, right, and there were chances. And then what happened? Ruben Loftus-Cheek, was it Rashford?
Ruben
Loftus-Cheek earned the corner that won us the game.
And mind my saying that was just a gone ball as well. It was thrown, or maybe it was like
and he won the corner.
And he was just like hustling. And you
know what?
And there was a corner, and then bang, Harry Kane, back post, goal.
That's England. And you know what? That is our first game. So what I need you to do now is we're going to go into the predictions for the next game, Panama. But we're going to do that.
I think that we need to get onto our gripes about the game. Yeah, our gripes about the game. And just our overall gripes and the overall
We're going to do the gripes. We're going to do the gripes.
Jake! What, go on?
Okay, I want you to know that your opinion matters. And I want you to tell me what went wrong tonight.
I mean, first of all, what I previously mentioned about the formation, about like Walker being played out of position, and also Ashley Young not really being fitting as a left back. But then I think Southgate was so slow to make a proper decision. We were shouting at the telly at like 55 minutes, being like, "This isn't working."
Do you know what I noticed about Southgate? Every time they panned the camera over to him, he was like. Like, boy, literally, you're the manager of England.
Yeah.
Make a substitution. Take someone off. Yeah. Like, don't think that we're all going to shout at you because you didn't make a sub. You know
if anything, we appreciate the fact that you
urgency. Right, with like 1-1, we got 10 minutes to go. Get someone on the pitch. Yeah. You know what I mean? Urgency.
I have this trouble with egos in managers, and it's like it's like I think once they've made their decision and their first 11, it's like they're scared to say that anything's going wrong, and they're scared to say that, like, okay, first half. Yeah. Ashley Young at left back there just wasn't working. So let's get Danny Rose on. And
get him on.
Let's see what happens at half time.
Exactly, half time.
Then you've got 45 minutes to see what a change.
What is wrong with making a half-time sub, even if it's not a friendly? It may be a World Cup match, but if you know something isn't working, make the change. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Make the change. But you know what? I think he'll learn from this game, if I'm honest. I think he'll learn.
I really hope as well, because my main thing as well about Ruben Loftus-Cheek is that because I know he came on and he made such an impact, but for me, Ruben Loftus-Cheek is not an impact player. He's not like a person you bring on.
He's got to play from the start.
With 5 minutes left to come on and make some massive change. No, Ruben makes He makes tackles in the midfield. He's strong, and he passes forward. He's always looking forward. He beats players. He beats players
through the middle.
And I think he always offers this attacking forward mentality that often England are missing. And I just farted a little bit. Sorry.
Oh, God.
But I'm getting excited about Ruben, man.
Anyway, I'll take over, Ruben.
Okay,
I'll take over, man.
Let me finish about Ruben. But yeah, no, he needs to be played from the start. If there's to have any benefit of Ruben in this team, he needs to be played from the start. He can't come on at 10 minutes left to be able to make an impact.
I also think when you've got like, you know, we're playing Panama, we're 0-0. Hear me out, we're 0-0, 70th minute.
Yeah.
Bring Jamie Vardy onto the pitch because the boy is hungry, man.
Yeah.
The guy wants to score goals. He wants to. He's an out and out player. He'll latch onto balls. He'll give his heart. All I want from any England player is just to give everything they've got for their country.
You know what? I can actually say something today about this game, which I found absolutely incredible about like the team spirit, the team morale, and I think maybe this is okay. Southgate might not be the best decision maker in terms of like the first 11 and stuff like that. Maybe he will. Maybe we'll go on to win the World Cup. But my point is that Southgate is he's definitely about team morale, about like people linking together and stuff. Yeah. And it was clearly evident, for one, in the first goal. Because I've never seen an England first goal in the World Cup celebrated like that. You saw everyone jump into a huddle, kissing and cuddling and everything. I'm sorry. That is what
England's always been about individual players. Beckham, Lampard, Gerrard. They score a goal. We're like, Gerrard, Lampard, Beckham. Listen, this is a new era for England.
Kane got a standard like centre forward goal. It was no crazy goal.
Celebrated with the whole team, didn't he?
Everyone came up. Everyone jumping on him,
100%.
hugging. And
Brilliant.
I love
Beautiful.
that. The second thing that I was going to say
at the end of the game?
No. The end of the first half.
Everyone was the urgency to get off. Let's get back. Let's get to the changing room. Let's get the tactics going. However, they did come out flat after the first half, so I don't know what
I know. But
the urgency was
England
good.
Fans want to see. They want to see. Instead of like holding your head down and being like,
get down there. Let's get back. We're going to come out. We're going to win the game. Yeah. And you know what? We've got to give Southgate his due. He came at the end of the game. He came out with the fans. He was celebrating.
Oh my God!
And you know what? We've never seen Capello do that. Sven-Goran Eriksson. We've never seen any of those guys. Yeah, Hodgson.
The most
guy
flaccid.
Hodgson was the heart attack hero. Listen, don't take that when I'm going to get a picture coming of Hodgson having a heart attack. Listen, literally, Hodgson was the heart attack hero. Yeah. But you know what, boys and girls.
We're there, man.
Just watch out for those mosquitoes as well. They're coming in from here.
I know.
They're coming in. I saw the mosquito. Yeah, literally. You know what? That's the first game. That's the first vlog. You know what?
Yes.
Whether this gets views or not, I don't know if it will. Who does it with that? But you know what?
I want you guys share your opinion about it.
I want you guys to subscribe. I just want you guys to enjoy the channel. I want you guys to enjoy. Jakey Jake's going to be a new feature on the channel. We're going to do all the England vlogs together. Hopefully, we can do this all the way to the final. It's been an absolute pleasure.
All the way to the final,
All the way to the
final.
So,
hang on.
We're here and we've won the World Cup.
One thing you've missed, mate. Predictions then for the next game.
What's your prediction for the Panama game?
I think we'll destroy Panama. I think it'll be an easy 2-0 victory.
2-0?
And I think we'll get a draw against Belgium.
Okay. We're not going to talk about Belgium yet because we're going to do another vlog after Panama.
Okay.
I'm going to say my prediction for the Panama game is going to be 3-0. Your prediction for the Panama game as well? What was yours?
I was saying 2 or 3, but I reckon
I need a real score.
I don't know, mate. It's really weird.
Just your prediction.
You know, after tonight, if we start off as we did in the first half, I think we'll be 4-0 up by half time.
Okay, so what do you reckon your final score is going to be? 4-0?
17-0.
Oh my God, so optimistic, this England fan.
Come on, England!
Come on, England. Right, listen, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the vlog. I hope you've enjoyed the video. It's a long one for me. I've been TSG, the sports guy. We're doing an actual sports vlog for once.
Thanks for listening, man.
It's been great, man.
Really
Honestly,
nice.
If you like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe, put it on Facebook, share it with anyone. You know what I mean? It's two normal England fans.
Absolutely, man.
Albion fan, Villa fan from Birmingham, just talking about the football, talking about the World Cup. Are we going to bring this home, guys? Are we going to bring it home?
Look.
Look at this, look at this. Hey,
What are you doing, man? These two trickle over. Watch.
How good does this look, man? Oi, if we can bring this home, it'd be amazing. Guys, you know what?
Yeah.
I've been TSG. This has been Jakey Jake.
Jake.
We out, baby. Dustin. Boom!